Hello everyone, and thank you for joining this week's episode of Better Horses. We're excited because we are here with a new season of Better Horses covering the PRCA and all the rodeos. And we are in the heartland of the Midwest for the American Royal Rodeo.
It's so exciting to be here. This is such a rich history among the Midwest. Everybody knows about the American Royal, from the livestock shows to the barbecues, horse shows, you name it, it has it all. And the American Royal actually has some really exciting things in its future.
You know, it's got a lot of rich history, but it's setting itself up for the next 50 years being the Ag Center of America. We've got more to share with you in this episode. Hello everyone, my name's Ed Adams.
And I'm Susie Arbo.
And welcome to Better Horses.
Jackie McClaskey has worked in agriculture throughout her entire life and is now president and CEO of the American Royal Association. Jackie will give us the history and updates on the new American Royal campus coming soon to Kansas City.
One of the top PRCA World Saddle Bronc riding leaders, Weston Patterson from Kansas. Now, he's going to give us insight on his ride and explains what it's like to be in the saddle as a bronc rider.
National Finals Rodeo qualifier and breakaway roper Lacinda Rose talks about her background, upcoming rodeos, and her journey to the NFR.
Placing first in the American Royal Bull Riding event, Thayne Elshere from South Dakota. Now he competes in saddle bronc and bull riding, and Thayne is going to give us a hard look at this exciting rodeo sport.
So stay with us, because if you love horses, you're going to love Better Horses and everything that we have to cover in this episode.
Proudly airing on RFP TV and the Cowboy Channel, streaming on Equus TV. Please follow us on social media. We want to hear from you.
We'll be right back.
Now's the time to prepare for the world's largest horse show, the Pinto World Championship. This 14-day event begins June 7th, starting with our youth weekend through June 22nd, and caters to all riding levels and ages. With over $1 million in cash and prizes, there are no qualifications required to enter. Held in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Pinto World Championship caters to all types of equines. With over 700 classes, the Pinto Show welcomes a variety of breeds. It's a family environment with healthy competition. For more information, check out pintoworld.com.
It's deer season.
Already? Nice knowing you. We gotta hide.
No, not that deer season. Deer season. It's that time of year when you can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd.
Legendary products, extraordinary service. That's our heritage.
Offer ends June 2nd. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
I'm Jackie McClaskey, and I serve as the president and CEO of the American Royal. And today we're in Kansas City, Missouri at the American Royal Rodeo, an event that started 76 years ago. The American Royal itself is in its 125th year, and rodeo has always been a strong part of what we do. The rodeo, while it is an exciting part of what we do, the growth around all of food and agriculture is something that's really important to us, and our focus involves a lot of different things. The American Royal actually started as a livestock show. When we began in 1899, we were here in the West Bottoms of Kansas City, part of the stockyards, and we were the first national purebred Hereford show in the country. And that was really exciting, but from that we added equine shows and rodeos and a barbecue that's the largest in the world. But all at the same time, it's all about food and agricultural education. So as the industry has changed, the American Royal has done our best to keep up, because we know that we need to be a voice for agriculture to help connect the people who grow our food and raise our food with the people who consume it. If you know anything about Kansas City, you know that it is rooted in agriculture. But a lot of people who grow up here may not know that story. They may not know that Kansas City exists because of the railroad and the convergence of the rivers and the fact that the stockyards and cattle moved through here. And that's what brought people, and people brought businesses, And then you bring packing plants, and packing plants actually resulted in what we know of the barbecue industry today. All of those things happen here, and that's why Kansas City exists. And part of the role of the American Royal is to remind people, both in the city of Kansas City, across the country and across the globe, that Kansas City is the heart of agriculture. It's right here. It is our history, and we need to be a strong part of its future. And that's what we're going to be doing as the American Royal, is just cementing that label that Kansas City and the states of Kansas and Missouri are truly the heart of agriculture. Within 500 miles of us, you will get to the states that produce 50% of U.S. agriculture. From Kansas City alone, you can reach 31 land-grant universities within a day's drive. There's no other place in the country besides Kansas City that truly can serve as the heart of agriculture. And that's why we're looking at the American Royal as a food and agricultural epicenter unlike anything else in the country. We are very proud of the American Royal and its history. Well, I mentioned we've been around for 125 years. And we have all of these different pieces of what we do. Our future is going to blow people away. We are building a brand new home, and the next 125 years are going to be so much more exciting. And I have the lucky privilege of leading that part of what's happening at the American Royal. We're building a million square foot food and agricultural education and events facility. It's going to include a 390,000 square foot barn, which, if you want to do some math, is the equivalent of almost 7 football fields, 3 arenas, obviously our offices and a kitchen, but the most exciting part might be an 80,000 square foot food and agricultural education, learning and engagement center that we're really excited about. And so when you think about the future of the American Royal, it's about growing our rodeo and having more rodeo performances, having more people here, exposing them to that, but it's also about growing our horse shows and our livestock shows. It's really about making sure that we are living out our purpose, which is to champion food and agriculture each and every day. That's what we come here to do. That's why I come to work. And all of that leads us towards our mission of being the nation's leader for food and agricultural events and education and engagement. And that's something that's really critical to us, and we think can be very important to the future of our industry. I'm Jackie McClaskey, President and CEO of the American Royal, and I'm here in Kansas City, Missouri at the American Royal Rodeo. Thank you for watching Better Horses.
Cowboys and cowgirls, don't go anywhere. We've got more Better Horses coming for you from the American Royal in Kansas City.
1956, the Pinto Horse Association of America was formed to welcome all types of equines and maintain their show records and pedigrees. PTHA currently has over 88,000 members with 157,000 registered pintos. There are currently 3 separate registries: the Color Registry, the Solid Registry, and the Long Ear Registry. We welcome all levels of competition within a family-friendly environment. Become a member, register, and add value to your horse. For more information, check out the website pintoworld.com.
The Veterinary Health Center at Kansas State University announces a new service for horses. Hi, I'm Dr. Dylan Luter, a specialist in equine performance medicine. Our new service focuses on lameness diagnosis, advanced imaging, physical therapy, and regenerative medicine for horses with injuries preventing them from performing at their best. We can treat a variety of conditions and design a customized rehabilitation plan to meet the needs of each client and their horse. The Veterinary Health Center, to discover, to teach, to heal.
Hi, I'm Tommy with Heritage Tractor. Whether you're looking to maintain your yard or your whole ranching operation, Heritage Tractor has John Deere mower and tractor packages that make work fly by. With a variety of horsepower and attachment configurations, we have a package to best fit your needs and budget. To learn more about these exclusive packages, visit us in store or online at heritagetractor.com.
Legendary products, extraordinary service. That's our heritage. Circuit Finals. He won the short round in Nampa. Oh my goodness.
I'm Weston Patterson from Waverly, Kansas. I'm here at the American Royal and I just got done riding in the saddle bronc riding. I grew up in rodeo. I started riding saddle bronc horses when I was in high school and I took off with it from there. So I've been in the pro rodeo for about 4 years now. Some of the things I'm thinking about while I'm riding is trying to have fast feet and making sure that I beat him to the ground and I'm lifting on my rein. Get a good spur out and make sure that you meet that rule marking and try to beat him to the ground, be faster than him and have fast feet. Keep lifting on your rein and it'll keep you down in your saddle. And when he breaks over, I'm just beating him to the ground and I'm faster than him. Every jump, lifting on my rein and keep me down in my saddle. Body position is important because you want to stay square. Your hips are the same as your shoulders. So if your shoulders get out of whack, your hips get out of whack, then your stirrups are going to feel a little bit goofy. The 8-second rule, it can feel like a long time when you're on a horse that doesn't feel very good and you're not in time with him or you're ahead of him. But when you get on a good one like I got on here tonight, it felt fast. I got started in saddle bronc riding when I was in junior high in the saddle bronc steer riding event. I had a really close family friend that helped me get started when I got into high school to riding horses. Went on to college after that on a college rodeo scholarship and just haven't looked back since. So the road to the NFR, you start in pro rodeo on your permit. You got to fill that and win a certain amount of money to be able to buy your card. Whenever you buy your card, then you just start entering up and the most money you can win, hopefully end up in the top 15 by the end of the year and qualify to the national finals. Road life, it can be hard. We're gone a lot, you know, we're flying all the time, and you got to dang sure stay tough-minded, mentally tough, and just determined. And it's a long year if you make it long. Some of the physical advantages that I do that help me in saddle bronc riding is I try to eat well, condition just a little bit. You know, I don't want to get too out of shape for this event. You know, we are athletes, and you know, just try to mentally, you know, use your mental game. You know, I'm at the point now that the fundamentals is all kind of installed. It's just all mentally. So one of my mentors that had helped me get me this far was Sam Keeper. He helped me when I was in high school getting started. Brett Franks, he was my college coach, and he helped me a lot with my mind game and just making it a lot simpler than my young mind was trying to make it. If you're a guy that wants to get into the saddle bronc riding, I would recommend finding a school with good coaches and go there from the start and dip your toes in the water and see if it's what you want. Because you know, it's hard. I mean, it's tough. It's tough on your body and it's tough mentally. And if you're determined and you know got the grit to stick it out, you'll get it figured out. I'm Weston Patterson from Waverly, Kansas, and we're here at the American Royal in Kansas City, Missouri, and you're watching Better Horses.
Hey, don't saddle up yet.
There is more Better Horses coming your way at the American Royal in Kansas City, right after these messages.
The Appaloosa Horse Club is proud to announce the National Appaloosa Horse Show and Youth World Championship Show coming to the Oklahoma City Fairgrounds beginning June 26 to July 3rd. This 8-day event has over $350,000 in cash and prizes. For all non-pro, open, or youth classes, there is no qualifying necessary. Celebrating its 77th year, the show brings the Appaloosa horse's versatility to the show ring. Register now and come to the National Appaloosa and Youth Horse Show beginning June 26th. Check out Appaloosa.com.
At Kansas State University Veterinary Health Center, we provide both specialty and primary health care services for your livestock. Hi, I am Sean Hoosier, an on-farm food animal veterinarian at K-State. Whether your farm is large or small, we have the resources and personnel to respond and care for individual animals, herd health, or emergencies. Our team of experts can tailor herd health plans for your farm and find solutions to any existing challenges. The Veterinary Health Center, to discover, to teach, to heal.
It's time to go with United Mosquito and Fly Control's premier fly system for fly control in your barn, providing relief for horses from the stress of fighting flies, and also makes the barn more pleasant for everyone in the barn. Easy, effective, and safe. With United Mosquito and Fly Control, we provide a full service. You as the barn owner don't have to do anything. We go everywhere and take care of everything with our friendly fast service. Call today at 913-558-3814 or email Paul at unitedmosquito.com.
My name is Lacinda Rose. I'm from Willard, Missouri. I'm at the American Royal Kansas City Rodeo, and I'm competing in the barrels. I travel every weekend. I'm either going to an amateur rodeo, a barrel race, or a professional rodeo. Right now I have 7 horses to train. I have 4 that are competitive at this level, and it's every day. It's morning and night, and it's hard work. Well, this is new for me because usually I only have one. I have one great horse that I made the NFR on 2019, but I have been blessed with outside horses and some colts that I've gotten into ride, and so I have a lot of work to do, and I'm learning a lot as I go. My goal this year is to season several horses and get them ready for the rodeos. So fortunately, if I run across a horse that is not mentally ready but has the capabilities, I have a husband that team ropes and also day works and does cattle work, and so we partner up and get that horse as a team ready to do this job. One of the most difficult things that I see in barrel racing is keeping them sound and figuring out your horse, what works for that horse. So my strategy when I go to the first barrel is I believe that I've done my homework. I've worked my horses at home, I've prepared them, I've done everything I can do at home. So my job is to place that horse and trust him to do his job. I believe what's critical to nail to get a good time is straight lines and tight turns, and a broke horse out of speed. The most important thing in my tack is my coat saddles and my CSI saddle pads. I know that my horses are comfortable with what I put on them. The CSI saddle pad just allows my saddle to not pinch and to just for his or her shoulders to move freely, and she can get the most run. My name is Lacinda Rose. I'm at the American Royal, and thank you for watching Better Horses.
You're watching Better Horses, raising your horse experience.
Now's the time to prepare for the world's largest horse show, the Pinto World Championship. This 14-day event begins June 7th, starting with our youth weekend through June 22nd, and caters to all riding levels and ages. With over $1 million in cash and prizes, there are no qualifications required to enter. Held in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Pinto World Championship caters to all types of equines. With over 700 classes, the Pinto Show welcomes a variety of breeds. It's a family environment with healthy competition. For more information, check out pintoworld.com.
Thayne Elshere, Hereford, South Dakota. I'm out here at the American Royal in Kansas City, Missouri. My first bull, I ended up getting a re-ride. My first bull, he jumped in the front of the chute and whacked my head off the chute, and they gave me a re-ride.
And a 45.5 and go Leanne. Bad start. Come on, go, Thayne.
Then I got me another one and was out the rights, and bullfighter said he was just a little bit faster onto the right, and went all right, stayed small, and bull did his job, and I got to do my job and ended up doing pretty all right. I started feeling comfortable, you know, just right when the whistle was just about to blow. I was a little out of position the whole ride, and there when he switched back to the left at about 6 or 7, I started getting a little comfortable and getting a little bit more free. The technique of bull riding, really it ain't just all your hands, it's mostly your feet and your free arm. Just your riding hand, you just squeeze tight, and then with your legs, you keep your knees tight in, and if you keep your toes turned out, you got your spurs in them, and your free arm, you want to keep your free arm balanced, you don't want to get too wild with it, and your free arm's what keeps you balanced, and your feet is what keeps you in the middle of the bull. If you want to get into bull riding, you kind of got to stay more fit and got to get a little strong. So if you go to the gym, run, get your cardio in, and you got to get your balance up, and just really bull riding is balance, strength, and staying in fit. Well, I got started. I was about 8 years old, getting on some calves and sheep, and my dad and a couple of my cousins, they got on some bulls before, and kind of just thought it was pretty cool. So I started getting on them and worked up into high school getting on big bulls, and put in a bunch of work for it, and you know, here we are now, and glad I get to do it. Between the bull riders, we all get along. We're just all friends. We help each other out, and we keep each other going down the road. And you see a lot of them at some rodeos, and you see some at other rodeos, and then you got your traveling partners that go along with you. And really, it's just kind of one big friend group, and we all help each other out and all keep each other going. Well, the only injuries that I've occurred so far, knock on wood, is my wrist. I broke my wrist twice and had to get surgery on it this winter, and put me out for a little while, for about 2 months, and got back into it. And really, that's the only injury I've had so far. My mentors were my cousin Cole and my uncle Ryan, my dad JJ, and they kind of got me working on in just little juniors, and they got me working on it, and they kept my mind right and taught me a whole bunch of things on what to do when you fall off and how to act in the arena, and they kept me getting on and helped me the whole way, and just blessed that I got them behind me to keep me going down the road. Qualifications in pro rodeo, it's all money. So however much money you win, it depends on the rodeo. The bigger rodeos, you have to win more money to get in, and some rodeos, it takes the top however many in the world. But this rodeo here, it just takes top money winners from last year and this year combined, and that's pretty much all qualifications is just money won. Road to the NFR doesn't look too great this year. I'm still in my permit, but next year we'll get my rookie and we'll go to hopefully everywhere. But this year, I'm kind of working up my qualifications to get the road next year lined out and get my qualifications so that I get into them big rodeos next year.
Here we go. Come on, Thayne. 6, 7, 8. Kansas City, where are you?
My name is Thayne Elshere from Hereford, South Dakota, and we're here at the American Royal in Kansas City, Missouri, and you are watching Better Horses.
Hey, thank you for watching Better Horses. And if you've missed any of our shows, check us out at betterhorses.com where you can see all our episodes.
You can also follow us on Facebook or listen to any of our podcasts right from your mobile device.
And don't forget our newspaper coming out 5 times a year.
You're gonna love it.